As you guys saw, I won the competition out of the three of us to come up with the best trick. I won with my mind reading trick, which I'm going to teach you now. But if you want to go and just quickly see the actual trick, there'll be a card on screen now for you to go and watch that. And once you've done that, we can get into the actual trick. Okay, so now let's show you the trick. So this is a great trick. You don't need to shuffle up. You can get the audience member to shuffle up the deck. There's no setup at all. You can borrow a deck of cards. I love no setup tricks like this, where it's completely where there's completely no setup, because it just adds to the whole effect. So for this trick, what I've done is I've just got the top 6 cards here to be the ace 2 and 3, ace 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. You can do that when you're practicing. It makes it a bit easier to know if you've done the trick correctly. But then for the actual trick, these are going to be completely random cards, so you don't know what they're going to be. So the way the trick works is that instead of for this trick taking out a card, you are actually, and then if you normally take out a card, you can then like force it and stuff. But for this, you're actually, they're not taking out a card, they're visualizing it in their mind. So what you're going to do is, if you just show the top 6 cards, so you go through like this, saying, please pick a card, have it in your mind. But then you go through the top 6 cards only. So then you know it's going to be one of these 6 cards. Then you say, so have you got a card in your mind? They're going to say yes, probably. If they don't, you can just pop them down at the bottom and count through 6 again. But most of the time they say yes. So then you know it's going to be one of these 6 cards, which here are going to be the ace through to 6. So as you go to place the cards down, what you do is you place down 3, and then you keep a tiny pinky break, and then place the other 3 on top. If you just do this really subtly, they won't notice at all. There we go. So then what you're going to do is you're going to do something called the double undercut. So you're just going to, you've got your pinky break there, and then you go and you put your hands like this, and you just hold, so you switch your pinky break into a break with your thumb there, like so, and then you cut it once from the bottom, keeping that little break there, so you still know where the 3 cards are, and then just cutting it one more time by grabbing the bottom bit like that. So then you know the top 3, it's either going to be one of the top 3 cards or one of the bottom 3 cards there. So you're just trying to narrow it down to what you think the final card could be. So then what you have to do is you say, oh, I love this trick, because instead of you actually taking out a card, you actually just visualizing the card in your mind. So this is a great bit here, because first of all, it adds to the overall effect of the trick, but then also it helps you do a move at the same time, which you need to do in order to get the trick to work. So what you've done is you've just brought a card. If you want to do this in a different way, you can, but I find that's the best way. So you brought a card from the center of the pack down to the bottom. So so let me just show you where the 6 cards are. You've still got those 3 at the top, and then you've got the 3 at the bottom, but there's another card over it on top like that. So now what you're going to do is, so what I like to say is that I just want you to get a better picture of your cards. So you just say anything like that. So then what you do is you count, you show the like a few cards from the bottom here, but what you have to do is, whilst you're spreading them out, count off 7 cards like this. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that, and just hold them like this, so that you're holding them, they look like they're just part of the pack, but actually you're holding them separately from the pack like this. So you say, can you see your card here at all? Now here's the part where you can have 2 different options. So they could say yes, or they could say no. I'm going to go through both of them now, so I'm going to start off with yes. So if they say yes, what you want to do is, you know it's going to be either this, or this card. So you're going to bring the cards up, and you're just going to slide them down to the bottom like this. Okay, so I mean slide them to the top of the pack like that. So now it's going to, you know that the cards are going to either be in the 4th, 5th or 6th position. This is what you want to do with both of the different options. You want to bring the card into the 4th, 5th or 6th position. So now I'm just going to go through what you do if they say, no, I can't see my card there. So if you can't see your card here, if they can't see their card here, you know that the card is going to be either in the first, second or third position, but you want to bring that to the fourth, fifth or sixth position. So you're just going to sussy say like, oh, okay, I think we can still try and do the trick, and then just drop the cards like that. So you count off 3 cards from the top, 3, and just throw them on top like that. It's a really subtle move that it never gets anyone suspicious. Okay, so now I'm just going to go through the last part. So they could have said yes or no, but in the end you've ended up with the card in the 4th, 5th or 6th position here. So I've got the ace, 2 and 3 in that position. So this is probably the sneakiest part of the trick and my favourite part of the trick. So when I did this trick, I used marked cards, which make it a little bit easier, and it can get a lower chance of being caught out. So they just have like little markings on them so that you can see what card it is from just looking at them like this. They're really easy to read. I'll put a card on screen now if you want to go and look into getting one of those. So what you want to do is you go through the cards. You know it's not going to be any of these 3 ones. You know it's going to be 4th, 5th or 6th. So you go through the 3, you say things like, oh, I just want you to have a clear picture of a card. I'm going to stop when I'm ready and things like that. And then you're going to, for the 4th, 5th or 6th, you're going to bring the 4th card, which is the ace. And if you have marked cards, you can quickly read what the card is, because of course you won't know what the card is. And remember what it is. If not, you can try and sneakily, like as you bring it up, just like look at the just have a quick sneak of what the card is as you place it down. Or of course, if you don't feel like you can do that and get away with it, you can just say, I'm gonna just look through the cards as you go along. It's still a really magical effect because there's no way they could have known what your card was. But I think marked cards is the best option. The next best option is if you can get that thing where you sneakily look at the card. That's the second best option, and then of course just looking at the cards. So you go through, you sneakily look at the card, you read the marked card, and as you place it down, you want to have a little pinky break here, just like this. But of course, they're so distracted by trying to picture their card, you moving your hands around and whatnot. They are never going to spot this sneaky little pinky break. And then you're going to bring the next card, you're going to sneakily look at it, mark it, look at the marked bit, whatever, and you're going to place it on top. So now you've got both of them on the pinky break. And then you're going to stop there and you're going to say, for the first time, can you reveal what was your card? So if they say the card that you've seen here, so the Ace of Hearts, then all you can do is, because you've got it in a pinky break, you could just do an easy double lift like that and say, here's your card. You could, if they say the next card you saw, so the 2 of Hearts, you just drop your pinky break because you don't need it anymore and just say, here's the 2 of cards, 2 of Hearts, your card. If they say a card you have not read at all, so in this case the 3 of Hearts, this is the best effect because you can just say, please can you just pick up that card? They'll pick it up, it's their card. That is the best possibility if that happens. The others are still really good. It's still a really good trick, but that is the best way a trick can go, and you get amazing reactions from it. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you like that trick. It was an amazing trick. It's always a good one to have in your book of tricks because you can just do it anytime, any place. And if someone just says, read my mind, just read my mind. It's a great one to do. And it gets amazing reactions every time. If you want to get the marked cards, I'll put them on the screen again now. If not, please remember to like the video, comment down below asking maybe if you want to see one of our other 2 tricks, Porter or Gabs' trick. Maybe we can try and show them another time. If not, then thank you guys for watching. Here's a video you might like, subscribe here, and I'll see you next week. Thank you.